Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome to some Team Sonic Racing. This is a brand new game. It just came out today, I do believe, and I really like Team Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. They have really complex names before, but I really like the Transform version, and I was like, you know, I'll give this a try, and I've been enjoying it so far. I played a bunch of the single player, I've therefore modified some cars, I've done some stuff, and I figured why not try and play some online multiplayer for the first time with all of you. So we're going to be playing some multiplayer online today, and using it as just kind of our opportunity to do like chill, talk about whatever, because I wanted to talk at least a little bit about Ghost. It's probably in the title. It is in the title, in fact, because it's a live stream. But yeah, it's all that stuff I wanted to talk about in today's video. But first of all, hi, hello. Welcome to the live stream. It's going to be a fun one. I really love, you know, one of my like secret passions is racing games, but I'm not the sort of person who likes hyper realistic, but I also don't like hyper arcadey. I like somewhere closer, I guess, to like Mario Kart than to, I don't know, like what's the most realistic racing game. I like somewhere on the Mario Kart side of that spectrum. But yeah, I wanted to play some Team Sonic Racing because it's a pretty fun game. I think it's also a good opportunity for anyone to see it in case you're on the fence about it. And yeah, it's a good opportunity for lots of different things all in one place. So yeah, basically I'm feeding my daughter and watching your live stream. That's cool to hear. What are you up to? Also, it's Soch from Twitter. Hello, welcome to the live stream, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. But let's talk a little bit about Ghosts, because while the network kind of does its thing, I didn't realize the multiplayer would take some time. You know, you don't appreciate sometimes how bad or good some things are. Also, why not? Thank you for the knock 50. I'm happy to hear your birthday's tomorrow. Early happy birthday, because that's in like 3 hours in the Nordic countries, which that would be your currency in. Oh, the game loaded. Okay, so we're gonna play. So the game, I like this game a lot because it has a lot of different. At least it feels different kind of choices. You can also customize your vehicle in a lot of fun ways. We'll show off that later. There's lots of things I really like about this game, basically. And there's not too much to not like about it, which, I mean, sounds good to me. That's my favorite type of thing. Things to like, things not to like. But let's talk a little bit about Ghosts, because I was thinking about it today. You know, when it comes to, like, the paranormal, I'm not the guy to talk to. I'm not the guy who'll be like, oh, you heard a noise in the other room last night? Definitely ghosts. Definitely. Or like, oh, someone was murdered there? You don't want to live in that house. That's where ghosts live. I'm not that sort of person, you know. But the reason I wanted to talk about ghosts is because I was thinking about it more and more, and I started to realize, like, everyone has a little part of them, like, or at least, you know, like, a lot of people will dismiss ghosts out of hand, but a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well, I mean, who knows, you know, like, who's really too sure? But like, everyone has a little part of them that believes in ghosts some amount, right? That seems to be, that's my opinion of the facts. My opinion of the facts. That's a phrase that makes sense, but like, it's a thing that seems to be true. Oh, we're on a team today, it seems. Oh, there's two of the same character. I'm playing a silver hedgehog, apparently, by the way. But everyone seems to believe at least some amount in ghosts, in the same way that, like, I don't know. You know, there's lots of analogies, right? Like aliens, or like, you know, you might argue every religion that isn't yours, right? Like, oh, all these sorts of things were like, oh yeah, there's paranormal or extra normal things out there that, like, extraordinary, if you will, that, like, oh yeah, everyone believes in a little bit, or like a lot of people believe in. And I was thinking about aliens, and I started to just realize, like, why exactly is it? What, like, why does anyone believe in ghosts? Like, because I can understand, like, oh, if you want to explain noises in the other room, because, pro tip, get a cat, because then when you hear something falling down, you can just be like, oh, it's probably the cat. Cats are silly. They're up all night too, because they're nocturnal creatures, or a dog or whatever. But like, I can't work out exactly what the benefit for a lot of people believing ghosts, in ghosts is, because I was trying to think about, like, any layer of the ghost argument where, like, oh, we believe in it because it makes us feel better about this. You don't want anyone to become a ghost when they die. You don't want to become a ghost when you die, like, you know, because it's meant to be like unfinished business or whatever, right? So it's this thing that you just believe happens to other people sometimes. Oh, I just got strayed by by a dude right there. But yeah, it's weird to me. We have this kind of system where, oh yeah, everyone all believes in the same general idea that when you die, sometimes you might become a ghost. We have no evidence, no logic, of course, but you know, that's fine. That's a lot of things in life. But there's no real benefit to it either. Like, it's fine to believe in things of no evidence sometimes if it makes you feel better. Like, I believe wrongly that if I go exercise, you know, it's going to do me some good. And it does me a little bit of good, not as much as I imagine. You know, sometimes you lie to yourself and, oh, I did not activate that, but that's fine, I guess. Let's do this. But yeah, there's this interesting thing where, like, you don't really benefit from you know, the idea of ghosts. But yeah, we all kind of do it anyway. And I couldn't work out for the life of me why. I was thinking about it, like, come on, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be some logic in people's brain as to why they believe in something that, like, even they must know in their hearts is not quite right. Also, destroyed that guy. And so, yeah, I couldn't come up with any. I also couldn't come up with any reason, like, because, like, there are so many ways you can point flaws in the, because, you know, if you're not ever, I think I have, like, a family member that's, like, a little bit ghosty. They're like, oh, you got to believe there's somewhere out there, right? And it's like, well, I mean, under that logic, because I was trying to think about it, like, okay, so for ghosts to exist, you have to believe there is some way that people can exist in this world in spirit only without a body. And it's like, okay, well, that's believable enough, right? We've all watched enough TV or, yeah, like a movie where that's come up and it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing that happens. You can, also if you wear green, you can pretend you're a ghost toy cat. Oh my god, that's such a fun idea. I have the green toy cat shirt as well. I have it downstairs. I'm going to go wear it just after this. Someone remind me later. I'm going to become a ghost before the end of today's live stream. But, also maybe I'm a ghost. Maybe this is my anti-ghost propaganda so that you'll all be slightly more likely to believe, or less likely to believe I'm a ghost, which would benefit me for some reason. I'm not sure what. But yeah, no, I was thinking about, like, first of all, you have to believe that there's a way that makes you a ghost sometimes, but not all the time. So you have to be like, okay, it's when you have unfinished business, and then, like, Harry Potter's angle is like, oh, it's a bad thing. You don't want to be a ghost, trust us. Oh god, no, oh man. That's your super ability, by the way. I believe you lose it when you fall off the stage. So I think I screwed our team just with that one move. But yeah, I'm definitely dragging down the rear here. Oh, okay, this is a thing. But yeah, it's interesting because you have to believe there's like this place where like, oh yeah, so you know, like so it only affects some people, like a very small proportion of the population. You have to want to do it, but you would never want to do it. And also, these people can't touch anyone or affect anyone, except when they can. And it's like, oh yeah, well, they haunt people. They haunt strangers? So, for some reason, you come back from the dead. Hey, by the way, we got a rare achievement, Slingshot Pro. So yeah, apparently you get some achievements for playing multiplayer. That's my favorite thing to get. And I guess in the meantime, we can vote for things. Oh, you can commend people, so I can be like, hey, good job, Sonic. And I can press A. That's a cool system. But, what is a ghost made of? So the idea is there's a ghost that exists in the spiritual realm, right? In some separate realm where you can touch things without touching things, right? Okay. Weird, goofy concept. And then you kind of imagine that, like, it only affects some people sometimes. And then, because like, you have to try and work out every single situation of, like, okay, so if ghosts exist, then they should be focused in, like, you know, for instance, the World War II battlefields. Think about how many people died in one field. There should be a really haunted field somewhere in Belgium. Like, those people didn't finish their business. They were 18-year-olds. Or, you know, whatever old age you are when you're in the war. But, hey, we came second, by the way. Because of me coming third. But, like, so, like, okay, so we've got to work out a way that it's not these people who all died in this one place. Because you gotta write it out as, like, oh, no. Because soldiers, they don't have unfinished business. So it's like, it's only people who are murdered. And it's like, I mean, isn't war kind of murder? But like, okay. So now your justification for ghosts clarifies that war is not murder. Interesting political take mixed in there. But it's like, okay, we'll push that to the side. Like, okay, ignore, oh yeah, Russia, like Stalingrad. You know, there are cities where millions of people died. But like, they're not ghosts because it doesn't fit into your scary, I've heard something in the night theory. And then it's like, okay, so these ghosts, they don't do things, except when they do. Sometimes these ghosts, they do things, but usually they don't. And it's like, so they just exist in a place where they can't touch you, can't see you, can't feel you, they don't have any interaction with you, but sometimes they do. And that sometimes interaction is only when you're alone. Try and imagine a world where we have tens of millions of ghosts. Ghosts who have a clear task they want to do or something they're angry about, and these ghosts refuse to, like, you know, they've got ghost rules, like, oh, if we speak to more than one human at a time, bad things will happen. If we speak to when a camera's around, like, isn't it funny? I think it's like Yeti sightings, ghost sightings. They've all gone down since cameras. It's like, huh, wow, it's odd that as soon as we have a way to prove what you saw or said you saw, these things go down. So it's like, okay, they don't happen after wars. They don't happen after mass deaths. Only after individual murders. Sometimes when it sells a story. they don't interact with people in the slightest. And it's like, I just don't understand how anyone came up with all these hoops, jump through them all, and then believe it all, you know? Because think about this one, right? So let's say you can become a ghost, but for some reason you don't want to. You have become a ghost, and you need to avenge your death. And you can do anything in this world, right? You can... Because a lot of people believe ghosts are like... There could be a ghost in this room right now yelling at me about to play around with something. But, yeah, basically, you know, so, okay, these ghosts that come back from the dead, you know, because who knows what dead is? Like, presumably there's an afterlife if you believe in ghosts. So, if there's an afterlife, why are these ghosts, like, ever going to fulfill their task? I'd rather just chill all day, like, oh yeah, I'm going to go watch some Netflix. I'm going to watch the, you know, John Wick 3. I'm going to get on a plane, go enjoy, you know, Mexico, the Bahamas, or whatever country you want to enjoy. You can enjoy it as a ghost because air travel is free. You don't even have to go through security if you're a ghost because you don't physically touch things. So it's like, oh yeah, if you're a ghost, you don't want to be, oh, I'm a ghost in this game. There is a ghost power-up. What a happy little, I don't think I've seen that yet. But yeah, it's like, okay, we have to stack a lot of things together. And it annoys me because I was just wondering, like, how does anyone defend ghosts? How is anyone actually in belief of ghosts? Besides for, like, stories and for movies and stuff. It just seems like, imagine if we all believed that the reason... I guess there's a lot of misconceptions in the world. But it's a misconception that no one has any reason to think. We just do. Like, well, some people do. Again, most people don't. Ghosts don't have Netflix. Ah, but here's the thing, Kelly Drummond. Ghosts don't have to pay for Netflix. Because whenever I'm watching Netflix, the ghost in my house could just be watching that. Like, he could haunt me all day, and then I'd probably watch Netflix. Or what he could do is he could just be like, you know, I'm going to be here a while anyway. I'm gonna turn on the Netflix and chill, perhaps. That's the whole thing. Ghosts. Well, if you don't physically touch things, how do you get on the plane? Oh, that's a good point. In my head, it was like the... Well, because they have to touch something, otherwise they'd fall through the Earth's surface, right? Again, even the rules of ghosts are unclear. Like, they don't touch physical things, except where it's convenient, i.e. the Earth and houses and stuff like that. Or they wouldn't be able to, like, go through a house. They'd be stuck in the foundations, right? They'd be stuck in your floor. Okay, let's activate superpowers. I love the music in this game, by the way. Like, oh, we did a thing. But yeah, I have to hand it to this game. Like, very good sound design and music design. You know, Sonic games generally do that quite well. Oh man, I'm not winning this one. It's almost got that Mario Kart effect near the end here, which is like, you know, as it turns out, I'm just going straight from top of the pack to last in the pack, apparently. But, oh gosh, they fly though. Oh yeah, ghosts can fly in some depictions, sometimes they can't. So like, regardless of whether they can touch things sometimes but others, we came literally last. There is many shame to be had then. Also, I'm sorry to hear you're a ghost, Mr. Why Not? Mr. Why Not with the thing like this. You know, why do people do... I know it's like thinking, but like, I personally think like this more than this. Like, it seems a bit silly to have, you know, whatever. There's nothing about it too much. Let's commend Silver, though.
Best is stating the obvious.
Oh, you can commend people on the opposite teams, and then... Oh, man. See, look, it was 8 seconds, or 11 seconds between first and me. But I got wrecked. I'll accept that. I'll accept that fact. It's fine. What if they can levitate? Okay, so they can levitate, and they're always levitating all the time. Maybe that's why they're so angry and why they want to haunt people or whatever. We came last, I think, by the way. Well, you know... Oh, no, we probably came third. Let's hope. Let's hold out a little dream. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Our team only came third. That's really good. Yeah, definitely third out of fourth is definitely a solid result. I do love getting ghosted by my crush. Hey, I like the term ghosted, actually. I like what that refers to. Yeah, with regards, like, I was just thinking, like, man, I heard a little bit of ghost talk, and I was like, oh, but it could have been a ghost. And I was like, no, what? Like, it's a fun, like, you know, comical thing to bring up every now and then, but it's just one of those things. The more you think about it, the more absurd it really gets. And maybe I shouldn't think that. Maybe it's one of those things where, like, we have a bunch of like internal tools. We have a bunch of stories we tell that help things get easier. Like, oh yeah, one thing that annoys me is when people die, you have to have a good name, right? You know, maybe I'll think different about this when I'm about to die. But I wish that I think what we need to, like, when I die, rather than everyone being like, he was such a good guy, he'd always make me laugh, he was so funny and humorous and attractive, you know, they just make up, like, people just, they shower you praise. Because I'm thinking about snapping. Ah, you're Thanos. Ah, that makes sense. I mean, you are purple. But, yeah, also the dreams where you're flying, that's sleep apnea. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, also, is this Sonic with commentary about ghosts? Yeah, that's what this is. I hope you're down with that. If you're not, you're gonna be very confused. But one of the stories we have, right, is the idea of like when you die, everyone has to tell good stories about you. Like, oh man, don't speak ill of the dead, I think is the general consensus on that, right? But like, I think if you were a bad person in life, you deserve to be spoken bad about when you, like, or not deserve, but like, we should be honest about dead people. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, imagine if everyone was like, oh yeah, don't speak bad about Hitler, he's dead now, you know? It's like, no, he did some things, right? Also, ghosts don't have Netflix, they have Hulu. I'm not sure if I quite get that joke, besides, like, Hulu does sound a bit ghosty. But, thank you very much, Gabriel Haberman, for the $4.09 super chat. I mean, like, I guess if Ghosts were gonna subscribe to something... No, if Ghosts were gonna subscribe to something, they wouldn't subscribe to, like, the ad-supported Hulu, right? Because, so Hulu isn't a thing in the UK, as far as I'm aware. But as I understand it, it's Netflix, but you have ads anyway. So you pay a monthly subscription, and then you get to watch ads regardless, because life is fun. r/whoosh. I've missed a cultural reference there. I am a sinner, a heathen, if you will. Because as we all know, that's what you are. If you don't understand a little reference. Can toy cats really be ghosts? I'm glad I don't light up a room when I walk into one, because they seem to be the only ones who get murdered. Are you saying, like, keeping a room dark keeps you not murdered? I don't know if I agree with your logic, but I agree with your right to state your broken logic. Oh man, okay, just boost. There we go. So I've only played this game single player till just now, and I'm realizing like the multiplayer is a lot more, I guess, competitive. It makes sense, but like you get hit by a lot more power-ups because I guess bots are being friendly to you. In multiplayer, they have no such courtesy. Oh man, like that dude just flying all over the place. Okay, we're gonna try and go over here, get that boost. It's a fun little cat. Also, what if female toy cat was a ghost? I mean, it's the only way to explain her, right? It's like, okay, as well as like, when people who dislike videos, who are the people who dislike videos? Like, why do they watch them? So, I mean, the dislike function, I understand its purpose is like, oh, I watched this video. It wasn't as good as I was expecting based on the title of it. I can maybe understand that. But there's this funny thing of just like, oh yeah, disliking can mean so much more. Because people believe it has some power. It doesn't have any power. Like, you know, like, I guess it has power because you're watching it. But, yeah, the dislike button, it has zero effect on YouTube as a whole. If a video has, like, 95% dislikes, you know, maybe it's, you know, it's suspect. But beyond that, it's kind of hard to say anything about anything. Also, wear your toy cat shirts. That's nice, Mima. Yeah, after this, we'll go totally do that. The sand feels good. But does it look good? I heard some people say they didn't like the way this game looked earlier. And I was like, ah. Maybe I'm just in that, you know, like, I don't want to be that guy, but, like, I think I've reached the phase where every game looks as good as it needs to be, especially if it's an animated game. Like, I mean, it's rare for me to find a game and be like, if this game looked better, I'd enjoy it. But I don't at its current fidelity. Oh, we're on the last lap. I didn't even realize. And I haven't used Team Power yet. Okay. I guess I don't get to use Team Power. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Oh, it's just a bit too late. So, this time I came third, but my teammates came 10th and 11th. Well, you know, that's not good, is it? That's not how we win this one. So, cough, cough, YouTube Rewind. Let's talk about OOB. It used to fascinate me a lot. OOBE. Landscape architects with offices across the UK, Newcastle upon Tyne. I don't think that's what that is. I'm fairly willing to guess that that's not. So I'm gonna go quickly change t-shirt because it's kind of hot in this hoodie anyway. Be right back. I'm alive, don't worry. Oh no, it's not the right green. Darn. I tried my best, chat. I tried my best. Wait, there we go, look. Oh, I should probably, like, move off these menus. Oh, we came third. You know, I'm really good at coming third. Oh, no, we came fourth. Okay. I'm really not good at doing well in these races. But, the ghost took him. The dislike function meant something when the Julek Kush came out. It had 90% dislikes. But, I mean, does that really mean anything? Like, it means that people had a backlash to it. But it's not necessarily measurable, right? Like, I wish there was a way you could work out every single viewer and what they thought of something. It's like surveys, right? When, why is it that this is going green but not this? Like, you can see through the cat a little bit, right? Maybe I'm crazy about that. Use the t-shirt for a green screen. I just don't understand why it's, like, it's a similar enough green. I guess I'd have to, like, really amp up the, Okay, I'm gonna turn this down right afterwards. There we... You know, yeah, I have to vanish entirely. I have to fill on... Like, the green stays longer than my face stays, right? Oh, whatever. Okay, let's just put this right back. Let's get into another race, and let's talk about some other stuff like this. But yeah, like, it's like surveys when companies. So there's some like science to it. Like, if you randomly target, like, okay, if you have 1,000 people, and you ask 100 of them randomly what their opinion is, you have a pretty good opinion of what the group thought, because random sampling gives a good, you know, like, you don't get the very niche opinions, but the general feel, you'd be able to work out. However, when liking and dislike, so you only like a video when a YouTuber tells you to, like, statistically speaking. It shouldn't be that way. If more people should just like videos when they like a video, or, you know, like, if it's a YouTuber, you know, like, try and like a video based on it being a good thing, and then that helps the system a little bit. And the other thing I would say, oh man, that guy just threw a cube into my face. The other thing I would say is disliking videos doesn't seem to work, because you'll only ever dislike something, like, you know, like, disliking bad videos tends to work on aggregate. But also things get dislike bombed. Like, there are a lot of things out there, I'm not sure, like, a great example. But if you do something that offends 5% of your subscribers a lot, then you'll get disliked 95%, and it'll look like, wow. Yeah, this video got 95% dislikes, it must suck so bad. But it's like, well, it doesn't really suck so bad, does it? Oh man, I messed that one up. Ubi is where you fall asleep and experience leaving your body in your dream, kind of like a ghost of some sort. I've never had that, but I have sleep paralysis a lot, where I know I'm dreaming, but I can't get myself out of it. I've never just left my body though. That'd be kind of fun. It sounds a bit like the Scrooge thing, right? Like Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it Nightmare Before Christmas? I'm not sure what it is, but you know, like seeing the ghost of Christmas past, future, and present, or whatever. It sounds a bit like that, like, oh, well, I'm just outside of my body for a little bit. But no, okay, I'm just going to destroy these people. So, destroyed. Okay. Boom. Yeah, so it seems as though that ability lasts way less time in multiplayer. I guess it's OP, just being able to... being able to just destroy people as you go into them, but still. Oh, our team's in first for once. That's a good sign. That is a very good sign. Oh, yeah, first. Oh, I'm literally first now. Go me. I even have this little... Oh, I'm really far ahead now. I don't know how long that'll last, but I want to believe it'll last. Is green a good ghost color, or is it white? I mean, according to the way most green screens work, it's green. Although in off-proper productions, they generally use blue, not green. My wall is blue. It's just my green screen is green. I guess the only reason they don't make more, it's kind of like, you know how there's a bunch of drugs with generic terms? It's kind of that, but green screen. Oh no, I literally ran into a static icon there. But that's to some extent true with the green screen thing. Like, everyone knows green screen. Even though blue screens is what it is in movies often. Oh, gosh. Hey, Toycat, love your videos. Also, oh, man, I was in first. I blame this all on you, Brookburns. I'm just kidding. But thank you very much for the $2.09 super chat. Love videos, and I love these streams. I think it's fun to stream, hang out, talk about ghosts and the world, and how those two things relate, I guess. Oh, I'm just being non-stop destroyed there. Okay, now I'm a ghost, and I'm the head guy. Let's see if we can turn this into a first place finish. I'm just a non-stop ghost. It's funny, I hadn't seen the ghost power up until literally this stream. You talk about ghosts, you get ghosts. That's what I'm realizing here. Oh man. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. I guess in multiplayer the power-up's a lot more important in general. Like, you probably want power-ups. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna... Oh man, oh yeah. There's a lot of being destroyed on the finish line in this game. Like, 1st to 9th in one lap. Like, killing it to 9, 10, 11. It's not good, is it? That's last again, I reckon. And now we have to find me. I'm going to commend myself. And we hope enough people give me commendations too. And if something happens if I do, apparently. Who knows for sure. Hi, bonjour. How did you get speaking about ghosts? Honestly, I was just, like, a couple hours before the stream, I was like, man, I need to talk about ghosts sometime, like, next Let's Play, next live stream, whatever. And I was like, wait, it's Tuesday. I'm live streaming today. I'm gonna go do that. Talk about winning and your wins, says Waffle Bros. If you talk about you, will I get you? I mean, if you think about it, that's how presidential elections work, right? Whoever gets mentioned the most becomes the president of the world. Pretty sure that's how the electoral college system works. But, when are you gonna do the next? Oh, also, his name is Andrew. I can confirm. I've never been given money before to be told my own name, but I'm damn well this is a concept. So yeah, we kind of got destroyed again. You know, maybe I'm just not good at this game. Maybe that's the reality. It seems odd though, we always finish together. You can see that, right? Like, we're kind of lumped in there together. But, yeah, so going back to the ghost thing. I was just kind of annoyed because I was thinking more and more about... There's no consistent logic within ghosts. Like, at least, again, every other paranormal thing, like, if you believe in karma, there's some good logic behind it, even if it's not true in my head. I can see why it's true in yours. There's a billion things like this in my head, like... And I was just thinking more and more about ghosts, and I end up in the same thing. You're about to ask my question, then stopped. I try not to answer the Minecraft questions, because otherwise it becomes like a stream about that. And it ends up just like, well, you know, this isn't... It's not a fun environment to join, and it's also... Like, I stream Minecraft enough to answer all those questions there. You know, like, there are some questions, okay, it's important enough, like, okay, this thing just came out today, I'll talk about that. Otherwise, it's just like, yeah, kind of wanted to do this. So that's the thing. Also, this game looks fun, says Shea Gaming. I think it's a pretty cool kart racer. Like, I think there's only really room for one kart racer, and it's usually Mario Kart. But if you want a second kart racer, a third kart racer, a fourth kart racer, I think Sonic does the second best job. Like, I would say this is definitely the second best in the genre. Like, we don't know it until Crash Team Racing comes out, how good that'll be. But, yeah, this is a game I like. I think it fills that role for me that I want filled. And, you know, what more can you ask for in life? Also, this is a cool level, I haven't seen it before. It feels a bit like the Bowser's Castle, but like Eggman's, like, I don't know, orbital base or something. I guess I should have looked at what the stage was called. I did not look in the slightest. So we're going to get as many coins as we can. This is better than Mario Kart, says Ronald Vidonas. I mean, I can kind of... Oh, gosh. I can kind of see where, you know, what, like, the logic on that one. And I think, you know, time will be able to tell for sure which is better. And I you know, I'm playing this a lot more than I'm playing Mario Kart right now, that's for sure. But I also think it's probably a bit too... It's a bit premature to make a big assumption like that, right? Like, we can't be entirely certain what'll be better with regards to this versus any other game like that. I can just say this is fun, and it's definitely the second biggest. And in my opinion, like, I always like these games because they actually have a single player... I guess story is the word for it. which is something nice. You know, you don't get a single player campaign with Mario Kart. You just do a few cups and then unlock a few characters, and then you call that a day. Okay, so I'm definitely slowing down right now. I don't know why. Oh, okay, did not hit him. Oh, this level's clever. You can go through the gears to get some stuff, I guess. Oh, I slowed down because of the music on the screen. I'm not sure what that is, but you can't hear music. You just go slower, apparently. Sounds like facts to me. Distracting super chat. Go, says Kyla. Hey, thank you very much for the $2, Kyla. American dollars, too. That's the world's favorite dollar, right? Or it said he stopped there. But yeah, thank you very much for the $2. Appreciate it. And I didn't even die from that distraction. But, I know that it is a thing to me, like, I don't know how other streamers do it. Like, again, I don't watch enough stream to be sure. But I feel like responding to chat, and especially super chats, or, no, sorry, responding to super chats and chat in general, I should say, it definitely does alter my ability to play the game, and vice versa, right? Like, playing the game alters my ability to respond efficiently. And I wonder if, like, streamers just, like, develop a skill to talk and play. Because, you know, I play games with friends and we're always talking. Maybe that gives me an advantage, like, maybe that's why I'm so amazing. Also, thank you, Dialga, for the €2 super chat. What's your opinion on the Stow disc Mr. IBX Toycat? That's very formal, like, please, don't call me Mr. IBX Toycat, that was my dad's name. Oh no, I was gonna activate it, but I couldn't. But yeah, when you get hit by one thing, yeah, bound to get hit by another, I reckon. Done. Oh gosh, okay, it's fine, it's fine. We did it. Yeah, we're gonna activate super in this lap to go through here, actually. Knock that guy out the way. Hey, look at this, we're killing it now. But, yeah, as far as Stow disc, I like Stow. I don't think it's my favorite song, though. Like, Chirp and Cat are definitely #1 and 2. Stow is like a distant, you know, like, I don't know, 4th or 5th or something. I'm sorry, that's not the answer you wanted. But it's the oh, go! Man, that's not fair. It's not the answer you wanted, but it's the answer you get. It's the answer that's true. The answer that's fair. The answer that's right. I mean, right is a bit questionable. Don't worry, when I host distraction from the game, says Waffle Blast. But I mean, like, the whole point of the stream is to do that, right? It's not just Toycat plays game, doesn't say a word. Because back in the day, oh, I haven't done this yet, but let's take the shortcut. Okay, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, it is kind of weird to me. Oh, this is my first win, I reckon. If we can do this right. Oh no. But you know, there used to be back in the day streams which literally were just. Oh yeah, this is just a dude playing games. There's no audio. Like, he's busy playing the game. And then, like, the whole personality, face cam, and, you know, sub goals and whatever else. That kind of developed later. And it's interesting, because I guess, like, back then, they'd probably be better at playing the games. But, you know, you get some amazing streamers today who are, like, gods of their games while playing and talking. Also, we came 1, 2, 3 for the first time. That's good stuff. That's where we wanted to be all stream long. And we did it. It only took us 33 minutes and I think about 5 races.
There's more where that came from.
And there's more where that came from. But, yeah, so the idea of, like, streaming evolving is interesting. The idea... I also like... Okay, where's Toycat? Everyone commend me. I deserve the commendation. A. Everyone go A. Come on, friends. Well, if no one votes, then I win by default with 1 vote, right? It looks like that might be... Oh, goddamn. I've been sniped with the votes. What do you even get when you get commended? I don't believe it does anything. It just makes me feel bad that I didn't get commended. It's okay, you missed the super chat. The one about Stow? I did not miss that one. Thank you. Anyway, though. Oh, we got a rare achievement. Come first in an online race. Better believe I did that. Heck yeah. I really like achievements. They're... Even if you don't really care, they're good, right? Like, no one's ever like, oh yeah, I hate the good feeling you get. It hits that part of your brain that's like, I did a thing today. Can we just call you Mr. Toycat now? Says Nalis Coon. Please don't call me Mr. Toycat. Like I said, that is my father's name. Now that's something I like to say when people say, like, some people get really too formal. Like, there's a problem with being too informal and being too formal, right? Like, there's a level of formality that's good. Like, hey, Toy Cat. Hey, bruv. You know, maybe a bit too informal. Hey, I also kind of like when people say, like, Andrew. Like, it's fine. You know my name. It's cool. But, like, some people try to, like, make it an overly close thing. And, like, I don't usually, like, I kind of like Toy Cat. It means that I know you from the internet. You're probably someone I would like to know. We're going to do some ranked now. I don't know how that's going to go, or what ranked even is in this, but now that I've won a game, we clearly are going to be really good at playing some ranked games. So IBX Toy Cat of Games. No, the one from Kyla. Yeah, the distracting super chat, go. I said thank you for the $2 American. See, now you're the one for getting super chats. Thank you very much, JJ. So, oh, I don't know what I just did there. Did not mean to do that. So let's first of all mute everyone. There we go, easy. Oh, you can't actually mute everyone. You can mute some people. Yes, my name is also Andrew. But like, on the internet, there's like a... I don't want to be like all Japanese about this. Be like, you must call me Toycat-san until I give you permission for my first name. Like, I don't want to be that guy. But, you know, also it's like, oh yeah, you know me as Toycat. You don't have to pretend you know me as Andrew. Like, I don't say, hey, I'm Andrew, Mr. Andrew. That was my father's name, thank you very much. But like, I guess it's the same with full name, you know, like, oh, Mr. Andrew Andrews, like, It's like, well, you've stretched you've over-assumed. It's like, okay, what's another great example? Like, people do this all the time, where they, like, it's fine to over-assume friendliness, I guess, but it also doesn't hit people well, right? Like, if you come up with me and assume that we're best friends already, I don't trust you, you know? Like, there's some ulterior motive going on there. Also, I have to vote yes somehow? I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, ready. There we go. It's start, by the way. But, yeah, like, people who assume they already know you. I don't know why. It just hits a bad part of your brain, right? Mr. Handsome, and that's where it ends. We trust the word of Sensei. What are your thoughts on this game compared to its predecessors, Sonic and Sega All-Stars? Personally, at first I missed the transforming, but this game is so great. Yeah, no, the transforming seems like it was a fun gimmick, but having it in every game would be silly. I definitely like this game, and I like that it pushes the envelope in a few ways. But I wouldn't say it's big enough to be considered like a whole brand new thing. It's kind of just next-gen Sonic racing. And to be fair, that's what, you know, Mario Kart does every year, so... Like, that's the thing, like, should you judge a game by... Also, this guy's... Should you judge a game by what you want the game to be? Oh my god, everyone's... Like, you know, I'm gonna join on this. Should you judge a game by what you want a game to be? Or should you judge a game by what other games are? Like, should you judge a game by its competition? Or by every other game out there? Like, should you judge a YouTuber... Like, okay, I make Minecraft videos. Do you judge me by Minecraft YouTuber standards? Or do you judge me by YouTuber standards? Or even differently, do you judge me by the standards of media as a whole? Like, you're not as good as Jimmy Kimmel Toy Cat. Why do you not have an interview with Kit Harington? Why, you're both British, why has he not once been on your stream? And it's like, well, you raise a good question. You're not, clearly, I'm gonna have to speak to my British friends who clearly know him. What do you think about, Streamlabs is so slow, I've been trying to donate. I think that's probably on you more than Streamlabs, right? Like, like it's a pretty effective website now. But a ghost is currently levitating above my bed. Just levitating my bed. How does a person called stop it? What is, you know? That's the worst comment. You know, if I can't understand your comment, I'm not answering it. New rule. Came up with it on the spot, and I'm sticking to it. Also, I judge you by standards. No one compares to you. I judge you by you standards. Your brain does that thing where if you see the same word twice in a row, you just erase the second one. Or my brain does that. I think everyone does it. But no one compares to you. Now that's what everyone needs to say. If everyone just says that same thing, then we'll be in a wonderful place. I can just chill here, be like, hey, I'm gonna be a ghost today. That's my whole stream. Toy Cat as a ghost, play some Sonic Racing. What more do you want? Actually, wait. So, this is related. So, again, I always have to work out, like, what can I talk about and what is a bit too off-topic? Because if it was my choice, I would go off-topic for 7 hours a day and Like, as fun as that would be the first day, I think we'd slowly go crazy. So this game is a racing game. Can we all confirm? Also, yeah, please everyone judge me by Toy Cat standards. Keep doing it. Judge me by my own standards, because I'm wonderful. Or awful. I mean, you can take it both ways. But, so, Team Sonic Racing. So I was thinking about racing today. That's all we need, really. Can you play Skywars like Germany? I had the idea. Oh man, I'm going off topic. See what I mean? I went off topic off my off topic, and now we're never gonna go back to it. I want to do this, but I'm not allowed to vote apparently. Okay, there we go. But let me explain to you racing, because I've always been fascinated by the idea of marathons, right? If you don't know, a marathon is 26 miles. I love the origin story of marathons. Like back in the day, there was a city called Marathon. It was under attack, and a dude had to send a message. I'm probably butchering this, but like he ran 26 miles or 26.1 miles or whatever, and because of that, we're like, oh, we're gonna run, see if we could run, because when he got there, he died. We're gonna see if we can run as far as Marathon can run, and like. It's got like a Greek origin, like most, I guess, sporting competitions kind of seem to do. But I was fascinated because I was like, Also, yeah, Marathon did not turn into a ghost when he died. Actually, I'm gonna Google. Was it Marathon the person or the city? Marathon. 22-year-old woman died after Marathon. Okay. Yeah, the town was called Marathon, Greece. It was near Athens. Oh no, he ran to Athens because I guess it's the capital. Makes sense. That's where you go. This is a competitive race I need to be playing. Okay, let's do this. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about marathon, right? Because you aren't running, you're driving. You're not fried rice. No one needs semantics today. I mean, I love being that guy usually, but today I'm not going to be that guy. Because so yeah, I heard about marathons again today, and I was like, I should run a marathon. Like it's one of those bursts of inspiration where I was like, I don't want to run a marathon for any real reason. I think I have the most selfish reason for wanting to do it. But I want to show people that I can have an idea, even an idea without a reason, and follow through on it. Because most people have this problem where they have good ideas, because everyone has an idea of how to make $1 billion. Like, you just attach the word Uber and then for something else. Like, it's like Uber but for cats. It's like Uber but for houses. It's like Uber but for, McDonald's. I guess that's actually a thing, right? I don't know, it's like Uber but for spaceships. It's like Uber but for Toy Cat live streams. Like, you open up the app, you find the nearest Toy Cat live stream near you, and then a handpicked Toy Cat stream will come to you. But, anyone can come up with ideas. But, like, doing ideas is, like, that's to some extent, I feel like that's how we all judge each other. Like, if you're the guy who keeps coming up with ideas and then never takes them anywhere, you're getting judged by your family a little bit. I'm sorry, it's just the sad reality of life. Also, this is a ranked race and I'm in first. I'm pleased with myself. But, so I was just like, one day, I would like to do a marathon, just so I could be like, yeah, I had the idea one day, because I thought marathons were cool, and then I just did it. Is that a good enough reason? And it's not a good enough reason, but to some extent that makes it better, right? Like, because having a really good reason's great, and having a really, oh man, that guy just put blocks up. There was no way to avoid them. I guess in multiplayer there's a lot of ways to balance out first place being too far ahead. It's kind of unfair, but I mean it's also fair in its own way. Oh, I should mention, I've decked out this car with all legendary equipment, so it goes a lot faster, but I'm a lot weaker to attacks. But if no one can hit me, if no one can even come near me, I should say, then that's not an issue. Fun fact. Do marathon as a Toy Cat stream. So when are you running a marathon? So I looked into marathons a little bit, and I was like, okay, you're meant to train for a year before a marathon, and it makes it a lot more comfortable to run. What if I just run a marathon, like, next month? Yeah, like, late June. Like, what if I just run a marathon, right? What if I just did that? Like, what would I, what would the reaction be? Would that be a cool thing? Or is that insulting to everyone who has run a marathon before? I'm not quite sure. But it's a real idea I've been thinking about. Like, I'm gonna go, because the most I've ever been able to run is, like, I think, 5k? No, 5 miles, so 8k, I guess it'd be. And that's only, like, 37k short. I'm only like, you know, I've only got another like 83% of the marathon to run. 42 kilometers, that's impossible. You'd literally fall in half after 15. See, right? See, chat. Now everyone's saying you can't do it, and that's what makes me go, you know what? Let's see if I can. Everyone should go for me. Everyone give Toy Cat a vote. And no one can hear me, but like, I just want to see what happens when you get commended. That's all I want from life. Oh, it's finally happened. Chat, the dream. People have finally voted for me. Is there any benefit? There is no. Okay, you just. It's a popularity contest. Yeah, it's a popularity contest. There's no benefit. I thought there might be an achievement attached, or like maybe you get some credits or score. Well, you know that was pointless. Go for it to make sure you survive. All of your videos are basically podcasts. I think commentary, like as a gaming idea, is an underrated thing. Like there is a commentary community, right? But their whole thing is tearing each other apart. There should back when I started, or when I started videos 10 years ago, there was a concept where like, oh yeah, you make videos talking over games. Sometimes you spoke about the games, sometimes you spoke about ghosts. Also, yeah, I really think that like, I don't think I could run a marathon tomorrow, but I think I could run a marathon in like a week. Yeah, it's kind of like learning to drive. Like you're meant to learn to drive over a year or something. You can do it over a month, or if you really cram every day, you can do it in a week. What if like, okay, I find out the next marathon date, like Marathon UK 2019, you know, June 2019. I can literally, let's see what marathons are happening. Let's findarace.com is a real website. What a happy thing. So, on the 22nd of, okay, none of these are nearby. Tynes and Ware's a bit far away from me. Snowdonia sounds nice. Thank you so much, Brooke Burns, for the $14.99. That was the best. That was we have set the bar for super chats now. The bar I don't think can be raised. From Country Roads, Take Me Home to the place I was born. I think it's I Belong, by the way. Oh no, it is right. I belong. Maybe it is I was born. Oh man, wait. West Virginia. This is way more important than competitive. West Virginia lyrics. Oh, it is I Belong. Oh. You know, that's forever memorized. Because you know when you don't know the lyrics, it's like a tiny bit embarrassing. Like, I don't think it should be. I think like, there's no way to know lyrics. They're deliberately vague song singing. But like, if you are embarrassed by that, and I don't think you should be, but if you are, you know, I can't stop you, then I think it's kind of fun that's permanently memorialized. And it also shows, like, again, even one of the most famous songs in the world at this point, right? Like, in the gaming world at least, can be misinterpreted very easily. By the way, this music is amazing. Like, again, I said earlier, game has amazing music. I'll try and turn it up for a bit. I guess it's hard to do midway through a race, because there's no real straight stretches on this one. I reckon we can find a straight stretch somewhere. Oh no, this is a very curvy race. Okay, so we're just gonna go around this corner. By the way, this is a track from the previous game, so I already know it. So I'm hoping that will lead to some success on my behalf. There doesn't seem to be any real benefit to winning. It's called ranked mode, but I'm not being ranked in any way as far as I can tell. Oh, I guess because I'm winning in ranked, they're ranking me for the future, maybe? That's my only assumption. Like, I'm being ranked, like, privately, not publicly. Okay, so there's a really straight stretch here. Let me turn this up for you. I don't know if that's loud enough for you to hear it. Chat, let me know. Chat, let me know if you can hear this. Or if it's too loud, or if it's overpowering me. Again, they remix their own music pretty good. Like, Nintendo and Sega, maybe it's because they're both, like, old companies, they know this is all they've got. But they're really good at remixing their own stuff. Just pretend I said belong, says Brooke Burns. You know, I have no issue with pretending you said belong. Like, I will say, I don't even think it's embarrassing to get a song wrong. Like, song lyrics, because singing and talking are different things, right? Like, it's hard enough to understand someone in a conversation sometimes. You're guessing by context. But in a song, you're talking wacky, like, to the place I belong. You know, it's like, what? That's not how you speak in real life. Imagine if someone was talking to you and that's how they spoke. It's like, oh, so I'm going back to West Virginia. It's the place where I belong. You'd be like, did you have a stroke just then? And you'd have to clarify, like, no. I'm just singing, apparently. And in that same way, I would say that it's not a, you know, like, and you also, because when you're singing songs, the lyrics make no sense. Like, if you're having a conversation in the same words that you use for West Virginia, it'd be like, so I'm going back to West Virginia. Country roads will take me there. Country roads will take me there. You know, there's a lot of repetition. You know, songs aren't sentences, and like some songs are even deliberately like awful to listen to because it sounds better. But like, what sounds good and what, you know, means good are different things. You know, song lyrics aren't the greatest speeches of all time. Beautiful singing. Hope you enjoyed it, by the way. Also, really creepy if you start singing mid-conversation. Right, we all agree with that. Can you talk about Ouija boards, or Ouija is how it's meant to be? Can we talk about how Ouija boards is spelt Ouija? That kind of annoys me personally. But, yeah, with regards to Ouija board, because a lot of people say like, oh, there's no spirits, but I did a Ouija board once and it's suspicious. It's just because one person pushes and the other person, like, you subconsciously have a certain amount of movement, and it's like a game. And it's like stories, right? We all tell each other stories all the time, but the stories don't mean too much. Luigi board. See, right? That's like, exactly, right? Ouija, Luigi, whatever. You get the point. Let's harass Toy Cat until he plays as Big the Cat. The face on his face will be epic, says Rokatsu. I'll play as Big the Cat. You know, that sounds like a fun character. I am technically a cat, right? So it makes sense that I play as Big the Cat. English is confusing. Oh yeah, imagine trying to understand English lyrics. If it's not, again, that's like another layer on that one too. And we can also therefore legally, well, not legally, we can pretend that Brooke Burns, you just don't know. English is your second language. It's not your native language. And that's how we can do that one. Do a toy cat eats and stares unemotionally at the camera stream, please. That's a great idea. I should do that one day. What I might do is like every now and then I cut around the McDonald's review videos, like where I eat. Maybe it'd be fun to just well, I guess we're backing out of this. Okay, so it doesn't actually show that I got any better rank for that. Just like I've got to trust that that's a thing that happened. So we're gonna play as Big the Cat, but before we can play as Big the Cat, we've got to customize his car. Because this game gives you a bunch of customization options with regards to that. So here's Big the Cat. Oh, that's an alligator. As you can see, he comes with a buggy by default. Oh, we haven't unlocked anything for him. Oh, that's sad. So we're gonna open a bunch of pods. This game has like almost a loot box style system, but it's without microtransactions. So just gonna open a bunch of stuff. Did we talk about Game of Thrones? Yes, it's good. So the Game of Thrones things, I try not to talk about it too much, like, because like, even though it's one of the most watched TV shows, not everyone does watch it. In fact, the majority of people don't. You know, it's one of those things where like, everyone who does watch it talks about it. Oh, look, I got a legendary Mega Engine. That was a really fun sound. But yeah, everyone likes to talk about it. But I also wonder, like, you know, I try not to spoil things or like, I know people watch it right now, but like, just in case, I won't talk about it here. I spoke about it at great length and like, it wasn't a good ending, and they made fun of my favorite ending. Oh, I got the legendary Hyper Engine. How fun is that? Yeah, I think you mostly get like upgrades for the cars you drive. So I got one for Shadow just there, and for Vector. But we don't have one for Big the Cat yet. You know, maybe we just have to accept that Big the Cat will never get an upgrade. Even though Metasonic will. Is this a loot box? It does look suspiciously like one, right? I've never seen Game of Thrones. The hype surrounding it makes me want to watch it. I think now's the perfect time to get into Game of Thrones if you haven't already. Because, unlike, you know, like when it was going live, you know, if you got really into it, you'd be kind of trapped. But now you can watch it and decide, well, it's good or it's not good. See, look, I can paint this color if I want. I can make the whole thing like bright white, and then I can make it brushed metal white, so it's a little bit of a fun color. And I think it's kind of cool that you can have so much customization. There we go. Look at this. Look how beautiful this car is. We can put a vinyl on there too, I think. Let's put some stars on there, show that I'm going real fast. Wait, let's... Yeah, there we go, look at that. Then we'll put some horn on there. We can pick any horn we want. Even a brand new horn, it looks like. Yeah, Zavot. Don't know what that even is. So we'll save that. And boom, there we go. Look how cute this little car is. It's very fun. We're gonna win an online game using this terrible vehicle now. So we want to do... Oh, that's local multiplayer. Online multiplayer. Oh, we can actually make our own little lobbies. We don't want to do that, though. Okay, ranked we go. So, I'm thankful that you never spoil anything. Yeah, spoilers are something that, like... There's a certain amount of time that passes where you can spoil something. Because, like, spoiler alert, like, Luke kills his father. Wait, is that how Star Wars goes? Whatever, like... You know, like, there are some things that become, like, cultural fabric, and yeah, they're not spoilers anymore. Like, but I would say, if it's not widely known and it is a spoiler, you shouldn't tell people about it. Some people like to be that guy that's like, you should know about, you shouldn't care about spoilers. And it's like, well, I mean, people do care about spoilers, and it's probably better not to antagonize them unnecessarily. And you know, it's fun to antagonize people sometimes, but not about this. So yeah, I like Game of Thrones, but I won't spoil it. I'll wait for, like, probably another, like, few weeks or so. Once the ending just becomes like, oh yeah, it becomes culturally known that Game of Thrones messed up their last season, and the reason why is X, Y, and Z, then we can talk about it. But for now, my tip is just, like, watch it while you can, see the progression, and you can watch the first 7 seasons if you want, or you can watch it late. Also, you get down to the music, says Grave Kennedy. I like it a lot too. I like it a big lot. Can I get a bye from the Toy Cat? Says, why not? Goodbye, Mr. Why not? Hope you had a wonderful time here. But yeah, someone said, have you ever had a paranormal experience with another paranormal MC in video games, like Herobrine? Yeah, this is another example of the same one, right? Did you break your own rule back to one with Star Wars? I think I might have. But yeah, I would say that a great example of, you know, like, stories that start and happen with no proof and no real benefit is Herobrine, right? Like, Notch once made a joke about Herobrine, and then the thing perpetuated part as a joke, part as an explanation for bad things, and then partly as, like, it makes you more interesting, right? Also, I hate spoilers because imagine watching 7 seasons of the series and have 5 episodes to the ending you were so excited for since the beginning, and some evil person just spoiled it for you. I think it'd be... You know, like, I think the ending, it's said so many times through the show, but what's shocking is that even then it manages to surprise you with that ending. Until the very last episode, you don't think that ending's going to happen. You're like, anything could happen. Even though there's an ending which has been said and prophesized, every character has a prophecy. And those prophecies slowly start... Well, not every character, a few. The major characters do. It's interesting. But yeah, so I think you can use ghosts as a platform to make yourself sound interesting. Because if I tell you a story about ghosts, you would be interested in my story, right? Like, I don't believe in ghosts normally, dudes, but I had the most paranormal experience. I don't know, again, I don't believe in this. I don't want to tell you about this. But I saw one recently. It was scary. I don't want to say it was definitely a ghost, but something definitely did something. That's what I'm saying. Also, yeah, it's taken so long to load a game, you're right. Like, this game, despite having just come out, I don't think it's going to be a hugely popular one. Like, I'm always curious for some game, I'm always down to give it a whirl. But I think this is more of a, than a, you get me? Like, low, not high. See, tell us, says Maximum Woods. See, you want to hear the story. I made it up on the spot. There was no ghost story. Is female toy cat haunting you? Female toy cat is not haunting me. But wait, let me show you. Okay, so just make sure nothing shouldn't be here is here. Have you guys want to see some more female toy cat pictures? I posted another one on Twitter. Well, let's do a stream cat. Here you can see. This is what girl toy cat looks like on Twitter. I actually downloaded Snapchat just to see it. It's weird, right? It's a bit weird, but there's IBX Toy Cat for your wonderful people. Again, the unity and the belief that I've seen in female Toy Cat, our queen, yes. Emily is screaming. I'm amazed by it. I have a few more pictures. I don't know how to share them properly. Now we have a goddess, as Ragazzi. Like, I could try and share it into my own camera, but it's probably not going to work. Let me try my best anyway. So we go to... Yeah, I don't know how I'd even begin to share it, but... Yeah, because, like, what you can do is just, like, while you're streaming... Well, I can show you this right now using my phone. Okay, so you could just use the selfie filter, and you can just, like, take a live version. So do you want to see what I look like right now? If it was, you know, female version of me looking, you can just, like, hold it up like this to your thing. It's gonna try... Oh, wait, this... You ever wanted to see what it looks like in selfie mode from where I'm sitting? This is what it looks like. There's a monitor down there, and there's a light up there. And then above that, there's the gold play button. Can you see that, like, reflecting off my phone? I hope you can. Toy Catette. I think Toy Catette's a bit ridiculous, right? She looks different to before. Helps, as JJ. Oh, unless people into her now, she's smiling. I think it's sad that, like, I think it is a widely known technique that, like, there's, like, an attractiveness difference between when you smile and when you don't. Like, a lot of people prefer smiling, and a lot of people don't. And I wonder what that says about you, right? Like, it must say something. You know, this is not... I can't stop this loading, by the way. I'm just trapped in a loading screen. It must say something about you if you prefer people smiling versus if you prefer them not. Like, Toy Catette. How does the wrong ring light not hurt your eyes? It does a little bit. I just try not to look at it. Because, in case you're curious... Oh, the reason I have it... This hurt my ears. I didn't realize that just now. But, yes, Toy Cat, I always wanted to see that. But we can now hold this up to me on the stream. So this is where my thing is. I can show you with pretty decent accuracy. Oh, I'm not in the camera anymore unless I'm doing, like, this, but then I can't. Okay, that did not work. Whatever, you get the point. I can show you things. Is that you from an alternate parallel dimension? Dude, I can never go. A ghost ain't my dog, says Jonathan Heason. Yeah, I mean, like, ghosts are a really cool way to explain phenomenons you don't want to explain otherwise. It's actually a really useful tool in that way. Like, anything bad that happens to me is a ghost. Anything bad that happens to you is clearly not a ghost. Toy Cat with a K is the best option for a name. Yeah, I think we've agreed on Twitter that... Oh, man, please, game. Stop trapping me in this playlist. We should just play some single player, honestly. Like, maybe that's a solution here. Like, I want to play online with strangers, but clearly, the strangers don't want to play online with me. But yeah, like, there's this big premise we have in our heads where anything you do to someone else, you judge yourself by your intentions. You judge others by their actions. If someone stabs you, so if someone is mean to you, they're a two-faced whore who deserves everything they're gonna get. And if you're mean to someone else, then they're a, you know, like, they're someone who deserves it because they were mean, you know, they did some things to you in the past. Like, you can take the same actions and justify it, and in that same way, ghosts are like, oh yeah, so bad thing happens to me, was a ghost. I didn't deserve this, I didn't do something to this. This is a freak of nature. And yeah, I'm trapped in this game. I think we're actually trapped in an endless loop there. Should we talk? Should we just keep going? Should we just stare at network status forever? This is a Toy Cat stream where it's nothing but network status. There we go. Yeah, just while you're waiting, make up a ghost story, says Brooke Burns. I'm totally down to do that. I somehow end up in a lobby just by myself, though. I don't know how that even happens. But I guess we'll play Ocean View, because I think... Ice Mountain. Oh, you can't see Ice Mountain. It's over here. Wait, should we go on a little journey across the screen? Like... That didn't work. There's not enough, like, whip to my thing. Very entertaining, says the man. I try my very best. The Toy Cat live streams have the highest quality of entertainment. Sometimes we sit staring at screens for hours, and it's all in the name of entertainment. Oh wait, do you see this? This has gone to a different color. Oh, you can't see stats. But yeah, you could see how there was a thing there. A ghost told me not to do my homework. I would love to go back to school, like with my, let's call it adult logic, right? I would love to go back to school and like try a bunch of excuses out. I legitimately think like go back to school, be like, sorry, I can't do my homework. A ghost stole it. And she's like, a ghost didn't steal it. It did. Are you calling me a liar? You know, like go on like that. And it's like, get someone else to be like, yeah, ghosts are a thing. You're like, if you turn it into a debate about ghosts, then the thing about the homework get lost. In the same way, again, this is terrible. I shouldn't want to do this, but I want to do this. When a teacher's being unfair to me, I'd love to be like, well, it's because I was hit by my parents. And you're making it all come back to me right now. I think I'm going to go, you know, like, I'd love to, like, threaten them with harm to myself. Like, you don't appreciate, like, even a very selfish teacher knows that, like, if you kill yourself and leave a message writing, like, this teacher, you know, did this to me or whatever. Like, I feel like threatening a teacher with that would be it kind of counteracts the balance. Because, again, it sounds like I'm being a terrible human being right now. It sounds like I've said nothing but horrific things. But I judge myself by different standards, so it's fine. And even, as Kit Kat said, we judge me by Toy Cat standards. And that's perfectly fine compared to what I said before. But, I might be trapped here forever, by the way. What did I do wrong? Maybe if I, like, ready up. We can't ready up. But, yeah, no, like, one of the things I always hated was that so many teachers abuse the power dynamic on you. Like, why'd you have to do a thing? Because I'm the teacher, and I say so. Do you get paid by the school? Oh, you don't? You're here as a, you know, like, 14-year-old idiot. And it's like, screw you, one day, you know. Like, I don't like that the power dynamic was in that kind of level. I would prefer the power dynamic, but, like, yeah. You know, who knows how this goes. So yeah, I think I got a green badge because I've won multiple races. I don't know what happens when the green badge goes up, but like there is a benefit to winning, it seems. One thing that always works in Peaches is apologizing. Not many people are willing to do that. Oh yeah, that's the real life pro tip. Like real life pro tip, don't threaten your teachers. That should be obvious. But like yeah, I think so often a teacher is just waiting for you to back down. That's all they want from you. Just back down from whatever you're doing. Don't admit they were right if you don't want to, but just say, oh, I messed up. Because they're trying to teach you things. And if you admit they taught you something, you know, like, okay, so you can tell that people have a thing they want and they're going into. Maybe I got lucky and have good instructors. Yeah, maybe you have good teachers. I guess that, like, you don't really appreciate until much later, like, good versus bad teachers. When you're in school, you're best. Where's the love for substitute teachers? So I don't know if this is a common thing, but my school, because substitute teachers were so, like, abused, we hired permanent substitute teachers. Like, is that even a thing you might say? Yeah, there were teachers that were, like, assigned to the school, and whenever there was a substitute needed, because I guess there was just frequently substitutes needed, they would go around doing their thing. School for me sucked. I had very few friends and was always bullied. My teachers were okay, except maths ones, but other students sucked. Yeah, there's so many different, like, things that can go wrong or right, and because, you know, school, even though we like to believe school is this institution, it's just a bunch of people that are in an institution. And, like, when people are, like, being formed, like, your whole brain is being developed in the midst of this, and it's kind of messy sometimes. Yeah, this guy is silver, so I don't know what that tells me about him. Like, is green better than silver? Probably. Is bronze better than green? I don't think so. Lamau, just get good at school. Yeah, exactly. We don't have substitute teachers. We get the hour off. It sounds to me, I don't know anything about your situation, so I'm gonna guess that you go to a, I don't know what the term would be like. Not artsy school, but like a school that's like very. What am I looking for here? Like that's very, you know, like very you know, like if they trust you to do your own work, that's fine. But there's a lot of schools where it's like, these are cattle, 1% of them are, you know, firecrackers, and then we get one firecrackers as well. So I hate being at school, but I've made some good friends there. Yeah, it's pretty cool when you get to that stage. But I definitely spent most of my school life not having good friends. Like, as in, you know, like, you might have a friend in school, but he's not going to be in all your lessons, and, like, you know, like, you can't be in every... You know, there's a whole range of issues at school, and the concepts behind it, I would say. I once got starved because a bully took my lunch and I forgot to eat breakfast. Wait, is that a real thing that happens in America? Like, okay, wait. So I've never had it, I've never had this be a thing in the UK. Like, in American media, it's like, oh yeah, the bully takes your lunch. Like, why would a bully want to take your lunch, though? That's something I've never understood. Like, one, can't you report that the bully took your lunch to a teacher? And then that bully's parents, like, have to buy you lunch or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that should be a... Oh, God. How long have we been trying to play a game right now? Everyone left! I reckon it's lobby that's broken. Let's back out of the lobby. Let's try it again. You know, I prefer the ranked loading screen anyway. I'll just put myself right here. Actually, we have to be down at the bottom, don't we? A ghost is making me give you money, says Brick Burns. So I'll come up with a ghost story on the spot. There was a ghost once that made me beg for you to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Oh, I'm being possessed right now. The ghost needs you to type a message saying how much you like me and you wish that I would... I don't know what I want from subscribers, actually. I guess I watch my videos all the way to the end so the watch time goes up. Yeah, it's a ghost telling me to make you watch my videos, and if you stop halfway through, the ghost will never be satisfied. I don't know why I'm a zombie in this one. But yeah, right in the middle of the screen, perfect as all things should be. See, the clever thing about being in the corner here is you believe that I'm being cut off. Oh, it's finally glitching out a bit. You might believe I'm being cut off by the bottom of the screen. But if I'm here in the... Oh. But if I'm here in the center, you can see, like... Where's my torso? Guys, I've got some bad news. My torso... It's not here. It's not... Where is my torso? Guys, I'm really concerned. I need my bottom half of my body. Yeah, like, it's kind of more fun that way. Like, it's a concern. And this way, you know, like, the left side is the same, like, that side. Now you can... Oh, God, it's sucking me in. You can see the issue there. Toycat has no legs confirmed. So I want to ask you guys something. Play something else. Yeah, this is definitely not working today, is it? It's crazy how rarely I leave likes on videos. I also rarely turn on notifications, and I do both on your channel. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Cut off your head instead. Yeah, what I can actually do for that is, guys, I'm getting a little bit worried about this whole face cam idea. Help. Wait, can I do help me? How do you do, like, a H with your hands? Help. Wait, H. E would be like... E would be like... That's an E, right? This is technically an E. Help. And then a P would be like... I don't know how to do finger letters. There we go. Help me. Okay. Do you like this chat? I guess because you lost your lone half when never getting the naval reveal. The naval reveal is in fact delayed. But no, yeah, this has been fun. But the game is clearly not working today. That's fine. It was kind of fun. I don't think this is a great online game. I don't think it's the best single player game. I think it's kind of fun. And if you like the Sonic universe and you like this music, which I'm going to deafen you with right now. But yeah, play some Team Sonic if you like it. Don't play it if you don't like it. You probably won't like it. That's my kind of verdict today. I had a lot of fun. We spoke about some ghosts. We did some stuff. And I will see you in Thursday. Also, sign language varies by country, so you might have spawned a deaf person. I probably did, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, deaf people... Wait, I can say whatever I want about deaf people. You know what, deaf people... I'm not going to do it. Like, deaf people are my favorite audience, because they never criticize me when I say things wrong. But thank you very much for watching today's video, because I'll see you in tomorrow's video and Thursday's live stream. Yep, that's good enough for today. Bye. Wait, should we play single player? Oh no, you can't leave this. I guess we just... You know, I don't want to leave on this. Let's, you know, I ignore... You know, I just say goodbye. You know, screw it. I want to see how many people leave when I say goodbye, and don't wait till the stream actually ends. Let's do that social experiment, because, like, there's going to be like, some percentage of people who decide, you know what, Toycat said goodbye, he's going to be gone. Let's see what percentage that is. Like, we'll do, like, a race in single player. We'll see what exactly happens. Like, because I get stats, like, every 20 seconds or so. It probably goes down some amount, right? How many people leave? 9 people left, so 4.5% roughly of people leave midway through me saying just, you know, me saying goodbye, that's all they need. What time is it in UK time? I think you'll find UK time is objective time. So what we'll do is we'll just do a little race. Survival race, sure. Oh, there's a story in this game. Like, I need to show you the story just because it's kind of amusing to me.
Let's do it.
But yeah, you can see how in this game there's like some cutscenes that look like this. You can skip it all though, which is what I'm going to do. Because I'm not really too bothered about any of this story. Thoughts about blind people? Blind people can hear what I have to say to them, so I like them a lot. If you're blind and watching this, you're really great. And I'm really good at games. I'm so amazing. You can't see how good I am at games, but I'm the best. Got rid of the non-believers, says Kyla. You know, yeah, everyone who doesn't believe in Toycat, they deserve to be gone. So yeah, now it's looking like 15. So about 7.5% of people, they leave because I'm saying goodbye. And it's like, wow, you know, wait until you see the, Actually, wait, chat. So presumably if you're watching this stream, you've watched some of my other streams, because, you know, there's always the thing of, like, when you try out a new game, either people like it or they don't like it. Yeah, that's fine. That's YouTube. That's audiences. That's the nature of the platform. That's cool. It means we get to hang out with people who do care, who do want to see this. But so presumably you watch other streams. At what point do you leave? How do you know when to leave? Is there like a screen saying the stream has ended? Or is it when I say goodbye, but this time you knew I was gonna fake you out? Which is it? You should let me know, chat. I'd be curious. I mean, I am curious. Oh, I turned right when everyone else went straight for some reason. Oh, explosion. But yeah, in single player, the game's a lot more chill, but a lot more calculated too, I would say. Like, oh, look at that. You see that? Sick swing. But the game is, like, it has rubber banding in single player, as far as I can tell. You don't get really far ahead of people, which is a shame. Like, when the stream actually ends. But how do you know when the stream is end? I leave when the stream restarts. Oh, that's a good one, actually, like, because the stream... But because the stream, so one of the things I do, most streamers don't do this, I don't know if there's a good reason as to why, but I let people watch from whatever point in the stream they want to. Like, if you want to start watching from an hour ago, you can do that. I'm curious, actually, how do you know when it's a thing? So he's on my team, so I'm gonna let him do his thing. But yeah, I'm kind of curious, how do you know when the stream's over? It pauses when it actually ends. But like, it might do that during a stream crash, right? Because the stream does crash every now and then. That's a fact that is a thing. How do you know when it's a crash versus something else? Do you know? Do you just guess? Like, you know, gotta wing it. Gotta work it out somehow. What if this is a double fake out and it just ends right there? Oh, that'd be perfect, right? Because one of the things I do how often is stream crashing. Oh look, some of the people who left came back. I guess they realized the errors in their way. That's what I like to believe. It's probably just other people replacing them. But no, this is people... This is the non-believers coming back after their mistake. You know, I don't need you. You can leave right now, non-believers. But, a screen pops up and everything goes great. That's a useful tip. I go on my homepage and check again. But, YouTube streams say they're live for quite some seconds after they're over. Like, I don't know why they do this. Like, don't know if it's a bug or intentional or what. But, like, just because a stream's over, it doesn't mean it's over, you know? Like, a stream being over. Oh, look, there's only 2 teams left now. Everyone else has been eliminated. That's fun. Don't believe the prophet that's Toycat. It just kind of freezes, and when it's a crash, you're most likely in the middle of the sentence, so I know it's crashed. Also, it'll be like, goodbye, and then the screen freezes. Okay, interesting. Because once it crashed while I was doing my outro, and I was like, well, I have no clue who's going to know this, and I just like ended it there, pretended that was the end. But, yeah, I enjoy these little Tuesday streams. Like, I think, in case you're curious, just, actually, let's get this out there. The reason I do the streams on a Tuesday, even though they're, like, less viewed and, less profitable than the other ones, is because I think it's fun to, like, always have that sense of, like, oh, yeah, it's fun to play different games. It's fun to have a variety. I always want to stick to what I like the most, and that's why most of my streams are Minecraft. But I stream these little games on Tuesday. These little games. I guess it's a big game, isn't it? But I stream other games on Tuesday, just for the sake of, just because I like having a little bit of variety, and I like making sure that like I can try out new things and see what works great and well. And because one day I might be a streamer. One day, like the Minecraft YouTube thing fades away, and it's all streams from then on out. And it'd be cool to like be aware of that ahead of time. At one point, like I was streaming Fortnite before it was a big thing, and it was like I could have probably, if I'd have stuck to that every day, I could have made that like a I probably could have made it like a not full-time thing, but like that could have replaced Minecraft. But I wanted to stick to what I did. But I also want to say that it's fun to hang out, and thank you to everyone who comes and enjoys these with me, because they're always going to be the more chill off the streams. We can always respond to more comments. Also, Gavin Petty says hi, Toy Cat. Plan on talking. Do you plan on talking, or do I plan on talking? Because I've been speaking a whole bunch today. Sometimes it does enter stream time. More taxes, less freedom. Do you like PE during school? I don't like PE. Tuesday streams are the one where you can chat with us more than usually, from what I've noticed. On Thursdays, you're usually focused on the game. Yeah, Thursdays usually like a lot more like, focused on the content, if you want to call it that. I don't know what to call it for sure, but yeah, and whereas... Also, we're going to play this one as Sonic. But, oh look, I've unlocked Shadow and Rouge and Omega now. Look how fun this is. But, oh man, that is a big cart. But, yeah, basically I wanted to say that thank you for coming along to these. It's fun, we get to hang out. And on Thursday, we'll be doing it, but in a slightly different way. Because I think it's good to try new things. There's this like duality of like, new things are great, but what's just as good? Old things. But it's not very catchy when you say, what's really great? Everything. You've got to trash something. So I guess I'll say, this game's multiplayer sucks. But it doesn't suck? Hitting that notification bell on the IBX Toycat channel. This is a confusing game mode. I have not played any of this yet. So yeah, thank you very much for watching today's live stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like it if you liked it. Share if you really liked it. Subscribe if you're around to... Oh, this is a fake out again. I got you. Except it's not a fake out. It's a real ending. I think. Because I don't know what we're doing here. Goodbye.